Hey there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Really appreciate you being here. So the other day I finally got to watch Oppenheimer, not Barbenheimer. Originally I was interested in seeing, or actually I was not interested in seeing Barbie at all for obvious reasons. Then I saw the adverts for it and was like, oh, this could actually be kind of fun. And then I heard people that watched it and were like, okay, I'm no longer interested again. But Oppenheimer, on the other hand, was actually pretty good. I would say it's the bomb. Anyway, yeah, that's rough. No, I thought it was really good. The tough part about it is there is a lot to pay attention to. It's very fast paced, but it's also very, very long where you have to pay attention the entire time. If you mentally check out for a little bit and try to tune back in and catch on to what's going on, you're probably going to be lost. So I imagine there are a number of people that will like it, not follow along, and probably have to watch it a second time. That makes sense. But as long as you're mentally engaged the whole time, it's pretty good for a one watch. Coincidentally, my biggest beef with the movie, well, it's actually 2 points that I had beef with the movie. And they're both, well, one of them is pretty pedantic. The other one's like, that wasn't necessary. But there's some very adult scenes with one of the actresses that were, in large part, pretty unnecessary. They could have accomplished the same thing without all the gratuitous scenes. That was disappointing and unnecessary. I understand the impact that the character was supposed to have, and it did kind of help a humanistic side of the character that is Oppenheimer. So that did make sense. But the other complaint was admittedly very pedantic, and it's probably not even worth mentioning, but I'm gonna anyway. And that is the big practical effect nuclear bomb that went off. I was annoyed with that aspect of it, mainly because I could watch it and I knew it was a fuel-based explosion. The real explosion, I'm pretty confident, took place during the day because there's actual footage of a mock village that was bombed. I mean, extremely famous footage. Also was filmed during the day to get good visual. And this thing was filmed at night, and I think large part for 2 reasons. Number one, it looks more spectacular at night, but number 2, a fuel-based explosion puts off a ton of black smoke, and I think they were trying to hide that over the backdrop of darkness. So, pedantic, I know, but I would have preferred they use actual footage, or this is one of the rare instances where I think CGI actually would have been better here. So, as much as I'm a huge practical effects fan, I think this would have been, I think that part was not as good as it could have been. Visually stunning, but did not look like a nuclear explosion at all. Well, no, I wouldn't say at all. They got the general shape kind of ish correct. But anyway, complaints aside, the good things about the movie was the performances were absolutely top-notch. Everybody showed up and everybody put in a great performance. The mental endurance you have to have, if you are able to keep up, I feel like it did pay off. It wandered a little bit, and I felt like some parts were a little unnecessary, but as an all-encompassing film, I thought it did a pretty good job of encapsulating the entire life of Dr. Oppenheimer. So anyway, I do strongly recommend it. Definitely watch it on a big screen. I don't know that I could recommend this one on like a regular screen, so if you get a chance to see it in theater, I definitely recommend that, and I definitely recommend it like an AMC or something like that. So this is not really a very good flicks movie. But anyway, that's all I've got, so thank you so much for jumping in, and as always, stay classy. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.